Hi, my name is David, David Wack, and I'm a media buyer. By media buyer, I mean I run ads in simple terms. I run ads. I'm certified by Facebook and by Google. Okay, what I do is that I help brands, businesses. Okay, I help you sell whatever you are selling using online ads and a digital asset like copywriting, graphic design, web design, video editing, and whatever it is, you just name it. Okay, so that is what I do. I am also the CEO and founder of Echobroad Agency, formerly known as Echobroad Socials. So, how did we start? How did we start? So, um, 2019, November 2019, that was how we started. We started by creating a page, a Facebook page, and then I called the page Embroad Digital. That was how we started. Embroad Social, sorry to say, Embroad Socials. That was how we started 2019, November. Okay, so I was formerly an accountant. I was formerly an accountant working with a particular organization, and so my passion was actually to be a writer and a speaker. So even at then, I used to have one or two speaking gigs, and I started writing books far back 2014. Far back 2014. So I had passion to write. Okay, and to speak. I wrote my first book. I think what was the name of the first book? I think Mountain Moving Faith. Every believer has the God kind of faith. That was the name of my first book. Every believer has the God kind of faith. It's actually on Amazon. If you check on Amazon, every believer has the God kind of faith. Mountain Moving Faith. That was my first book for about 2014. And then 2015, I was now working on the book God Doesn't Make a Jump. Back then, it was just soft copy, but currently is actually we actually have a hard copy. God doesn't make junk. So I had actually had this passion for writing and speaking. But yeah, so this job that I had as an accountant was not giving me enough time. So I would leave the house very early in the morning and then I would come back very late at night, already tired. So I needed a job that can really be giving me the time to be able to, um, have time for my writing and then for my speaking gigs whenever they come. So because of that, I had to begin to plan my way into resigning from that job. So I did saved up some money, started a business. I opened a particular business, and then I put in someone there to be managing the business. And afterward, I then resigned. I resigned, and then I started. That was when I resigned. Was when I started my next book that I wanted to write already far back 2015. This one was already up, but it was not published in hard copy. So when I resigned, I started writing my next book. Okay, started working on my next book, and then I had few speaking engagements. Though when you're starting up on your career, it's not always very easy. So a lot of times you have to go for free gigs, and then a lot of times you just pay your peanut that will only be for probably transportation and all of that. So as the case may be, my I think a lot of my savings was now major on a lot of my savings was now major on that business that I started, and it was a new business. And I just got married 2018, so I had a wife. Okay, I had a wife, and so we're just trying to manage, okay, with the new business that I had. Okay, so it wasn't funny. And some particular point, I made some huge management mistake with the business, and I think it was also because of the kind of staffs that were employed, to manage the business. Or yeah, so all of it together um, make the business to fold. Okay, so a couple of years we were unable to uh, renew the rent, unable to renew the rent, and it, like I said, it was just my major source of income. I just got married. Okay, so it wasn't easy, but altogether the business folded, and then I had to start looking for another job. Okay, I had to start looking for another job. So prior to the time I was at home, I'd learned uh, some digital skills. Okay, I had opt into Google and then placed my hand on some courses on Google, and then I was able to equip myself with some digital skills, which uh, actually helped a lot back then and then still helping right now. And that was actually how I got certified by Google. So after the business fold, of course, I had to start looking for another job and another way, another means of surviving. So I started looking for another job, and I had two offers for social media manager, and I had to start, applying. I had two offers for social media manager, and then I went for the interview. So when I went for the interview, I was told I was going to be paid 30,000 naira, and then I was going to be working 8 a.m. to um, 6 p.m. weekdays, and then I think 8 to 5 or 10 to 5 for weekend. And it's actually something that I actually was considering, uh, but the cash was low, the salary was actually very low, and the time also was something I had been running from altogether, something I was running from altogether, but I was ready to consider. Nevertheless, I was not called back. I was not called back at all. So when I went back home, I was actually rejected from the offer. I was not called back. So when I went back home, I sat down and I was thinking. While I was thinking, a thought flashed into my mind, an idea came to my mind, and I was like, if you could use the skill that you have, okay, for an organization, another company, why not start your own company? Okay, why not do it by your own self? So I said, wow, that's a great idea. That was how I started Echobroad Socials November 2019. I opened a page, a Facebook page, and then back then there was also this guy I was following that was into Facebook, Instagram ads. Okay, because of the fact that I've been using Facebook, Instagram ads since 2015. Like I said, since 2015, while I was trying to promote my book, while I was trying to promote my book, I've been using Facebook, Instagram ads. So I was also learning on how I can be able to, perfect my skill. But when I was now this time, when I was now following this guy, I understood that the thought, everything just came together. I was like, oh, if I could want to do this for another organization, why can't I, okay, use it and then start up my own company? And that was how Broad Socials, that is now Echobroad, was formed November 2019. So I started following this guy, and then I started learning from him, and then I would go to YouTube. Back then, there was this particular nightlife. I don't know if they still do it, where you can buy 15 naira data for 200 MB with MTN, of course. So I was I would buy data for 15 naira, and then I'll wait till 12, and then I'll wake up, and then I'll download as much as the data can carry, and then I'll download all the videos to my phone. And when I'm done, when my data is, of course, when the data elapse, okay, I will now in the following morning I will now, when I wake up, I will now begin to consume all the videos that I was downloading. I think I did that for a period of 1 week. I was consuming videos on YouTube that has to do with Facebook, Instagram apps. I was consuming. And so when I was done, I now decided to begin to follow this guy's method. This guy that I was following on Facebook, this guy that inspired me on this path is I can't really remember his name, but I hope someday I'm going to also see him again on Facebook. I rarely see him again this time. I rarely see him. And I think back then I didn't even follow him. If I followed him, I don't even know. I can't remember. But I saw that he was selling a course, and then before you know, I didn't really get to his back end to know how he did his course because I didn't buy. Okay, so I didn't get to his back end to see how he did his own course, but I just used my initiative and what I've learned and know already. Then I didn't even have a laptop then. I had to borrow a laptop and I sat down and I began to set up the adverts just like I had learned. I began to set up all the advert, and as I was setting it up, I was recording the laptop screen, and it was like I was teaching also. I was teaching because I was trying to prepare the course. So I was teaching. So from the beginning to the end, I'd already record the whole script, did everything from beginning to the end of the advert till I published. When I was done, I was able to prepare the video as a course, and then I set up the advert at the same time. I set up the advert to sell the course, and then eventually, when I was done setting up everything, I discovered that almost the advert did not convert. Why? Because I didn't make any sales. I didn't make any sales. So the small 1,000, 2,000 that I used for setting up that advert was gone. I was like, wow, what am I going to do? What do I do? I went back to the drawing board. I had to go check, watch the videos all over again, go to YouTube all over again, go to the courses all over again, and then trying to find where exactly there was a missing link. Okay. And then when I did, I went back. This time I did not just I didn't create I didn't do the course again. This time I came and then I created an advert for a service so that they could pay me, someone could pay me for services, and I priced it 2,500 so that the advert was for probably business owners or brands to you know pay me to set up advert for them. It was a service advert, so I priced it 2.5 and I set it up, and lo and behold, that one also didn't work. So at this point, I began to get very frustrated because at the same time I was losing money, and then I was not gaining anything in return. And this is the point that I also would take time to also encourage someone out there. If you're starting out, the very start might not always be rosy, it might not always be easy, but you gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep pushing. You never have to give up. Okay? Yeah, because I didn't give up. Hey, if I had given up, I wouldn't have been where I am today. So I didn't give up. I still had to. I went back, did some findings, and I discovered that okay, I think it was actually my targeting that was not right. I came back and then I did the targeting all over again, and then I set up the product advert, which was the course, the one for the course. I set it up, and then before I know it, hey, I started receiving credit alert, meaning people have started buying the course. It was just 1,000 naira, and I was very excited because for once I was beginning to, make money online with my skill. And so when I discovered that that particular one was successful, I now went back to the service advertising. Okay, I now published the service advertising. I edited the targeting and I now worked on the targeting, adjust the targeting. And then before you know it, people started sending me messages. Oh, David, I want you to set up advert for us, blah blah blah. And then before you know, clients were coming, and then I was making I was making money. And I joined all this group on Facebook, group that has to do with educational group, business group, and then I was giving value. I was not advertising my product, no, or service, no. I was giving value on how you can create effective Instagram, Facebook ads, use it to for your business, or how you can do it as a skill. So I was majorly giving value, and then people will now contact me and they say, "Oh, David, I want you to do to come and set up advert for us, or I want you to teach me, blah blah blah. I want to get your course. So people were just sending me message and following me, and all of that. That was how I began. Fast forward since that 2019 November till today, it's been a journey and it's been a great journey. All glory to God. Today, because of the fact that I think I've updated the course. I've updated the course like 2 to 3 times. Recently, I even updated it to the newly um, model of targeting that will give you good result. I had to update the targeting. I think practically I created the course all over again because I felt what was there is obsolete. Like I don't think a lot of the things that was working then is really working again now. So because of that and the value uh, now because it's now 10,000 naira and for you to be able to get us or get me to run ads for you, uh, I charge 10,000 naira now to set up one advert. Set up an advert, it's 10,000 naira now. And if you want to set up and manage for 1 week, 10,000 naira now. And if you want to get us to run ads for you for a period of 1 month, depending on how many ads will be running, I charge between 60 to 150,000 naira. So why am I saying all this? I'm making this video to inspire you that is watching, to motivate you. So in case of you were like me, you're probably looking for a job right now, or you're a student and you just need an extra source of income so you can be supporting yourself, or you're a business owner, you want to be able to promote your business, your brand, or whatever, and then you need this knowledge, okay? Or or whatever category you find yourself, that you just need a way of making more money for yourself, okay? This is an in-demand and high income skill that you could learn. So if you want to get in right now, okay, probably you just want to pick up the course and then be able to start right immediately. The course is where you could start from, and it's just 10,000 naira. That is, if you want to jump on it immediately, the course is where you can start from, uh, to start right off. Okay, you can get the course for just 10,000 naira. But if you want us, okay, probably you'd have type that, okay, you always want to get into a one-on-one before you can understand um, real good. Okay, probably you need a one-on-one, whether it be physical, whether it be uh, online. I do both, and the fee is just 50,000 naira. I'm going to put my number somewhere around this video, my number and my link somewhere around this video. Just click on it, send me a message, tell me which category you fall on. You want to get the course, you want a one-on-one. I also have a group whereby I put people. Normally, I do bash training, okay, January, February. So whenever you're going to watch this video and you really want to jump into one of these badges, okay, because I'm going to be sharing my ideas. I'm going to be teaching you directly from my laptop, and I'll be sharing my screen. I'm going to be using Zoom or Google Meet. Any of them, I use both of them, and then I teach. The training is always for 6 days. Okay, so if you want that one also is 10,000 naira. You join the group. Whenever you're going to watch this video, okay, the badges is from January to December. So whenever you watch this video and then you want to jump into any of these badges, just check somewhere around. You're going to see my phone number or my link, chat me up, let me know which one you want to get on board on. If you need any of our services also, like I said, we are a full-fledged digital marketing agency. We run ads, create copies, we design landing pages, website, we do video editing, we do graphic designs, all of this. So if you need any of the services, please also check Around the video, you're going to see a link, a phone number. Please send us a message. We love to work with you. We love to guide you to the path of developing your skills. We're always here to help you grow. Don't forget how I started. We're a full-fledged digital marketing agency. We help you to sell whatever you are selling using online apps and the digital assets like copywriting, graphic designs, web designs, video editing, and we even have the ranges for social media managers. So whatever category you fall into, we love to work with you. Send us a message now. Thank you.